Hello and welcome to Sequester Mini. Sequester Mini is a social strategy game based on a live action series that I produce on YouTube that is heavily inspired by a lot of my favorite shows. Each round, players will have to adapt to an ever-shifting format that affects the overall strategy for the elimination vote, round to round.
It's the Survivor Sequester Mini pre-game. We'll have some guests, some fun guests, and we'll talk about the game as we go. Jess, how excited are you for the Survivor Sequester game?
I'm so excited. I feel like these players are all taking the game tonight really seriously. Like, I've seen a lot of people posting on social media, making videos.
I'm talking with Audrey right now. She feels like they're already gaming a little bit and trying to push the envelope. Some people, quote unquote, accidentally went to the wrong room. They're not supposed to know who's in there yet, but somehow they went in there.
I think if the pre-gaming for this is anything close to what the actual game is going to be, we are in for a wild ride.
This is going to be, I think this is going to be very, very ridiculous.
Yeah, I think so too. These people came ready to play. And I think that there are some people that consider this almost like their audition to be back on Survivor. And so I think with that comes a lot of stakes, which means people are going to want to play the game.
Let's take a look at the competition.
This is still insane that this is happening. Is anybody else, is it having like a pinch me moment that this is actually happening?
It's a cast that I would be excited to see play the real game.
I would watch this cast play tic-tac-toe.
You better be ready. It's coming for you. The fire is burning, and when this is through, one soul will survive. Coming for you.
Chelsea had been wanting to apply for Survivor for years. She's voted out in episode 4, and it was super crushing for her. So I do feel like she's someone who wants to come in and really play her heart out. Johnny Fairplay has been spreading some shit. Namely that Chelsea, quote, handpicked the cast and basically sort of painting her as like the ringleader of of a season 39 alliance.
I'm Johnny Fairplay, and I plan on playing an honest game of Sequester. Would I lie about that?
I'm excited just in the sense that this is the first time we're gonna get to see him play a game like this since Pearl Islands.
I don't think he's even gonna last long. I'm just happy to see him be a fucking asshole for 3 rounds.
Let's make sure no one awakens the Brazilian dragon, or else I'm going to have to charm you up, cast a spell on you, and you will all be dead to me.
Abby needs to be able to work well with people for a little while, and then toward the end of the game, just unleash full Abby Maria, and I think she could have a chance to win. Having this energy is a good thing on Sequester, as long as you're able to channel it in the right direction. I was
going to say, whether you are necessarily on good terms with them or not, Abby and PG know each other. So I would not be surprised if we see them working together in some capacity for however long before it inevitably blows up.
You guys thought I was good at Sudoku. You haven't seen me play Sequester yet. I'm in it to win it. Y'all better watch out.
And she seems like that sweet spot of somebody who will care enough to do some prep work and play smart, but won't overplay to the degree where she's going to be I don't think she'll be a gleaming target at the beginning either.
If you're looking at someone who's going to have fun with the game no matter what, that is going to be Rick Devens. Do people want to partner up with Devens, considering that he might be able to do things completely on his own, separated from you, considering what he's been able to do in his original season?
And I love spending time in the outdoors and with my family, so Sequester should be fun.
I want y'all to know that I came to play. As soon as I figure out my Skype password, I am coming for you. All I gotta do is decide if I'm using Chrome, Safari, or Firefox, and then it is on. I mean, I could use my Samsung earbuds, or I could use my Bose headphones, which I might do because the sound quality is a little better, but you know what? It don't even matter. Audrey, send me the link. I'm ready to get in there and get a general idea of exactly what it is that we're gonna do, and then I'm coming for you. How was that? Was that good?
If I were a player and I'm looking at the Island of the Idols people, I would probably reach out to Jamal first. I feel like he seems like a reliable guy. He's well spoken. He's smart. He's pretty even keeled, and I'd feel comfortable talking to him, and I'd feel comfortable having him on my side. Eric needs to do something to really distinguish himself in the game.
Thank you.
He needs to play hard. He needs to be very vocal, and be very bold in his game. Otherwise, he might have a hard time winning in the final two.
I'm going to win Sequestered because I would like to give individual immunity to Natalie.
Bring on the chaos, because you know what they say, chaos is the ladder.
I could honestly see her playstyle and personality change like night and day between Survivor and Sequestered, just based on the fact that she is not sitting in misery and is able to just sort of play from the comfort of her own home.
Is a war dog a clown? Is a war dog here to amuse Audrey and the Sequester Nation? Or is a war dog out here like a fool talking in third person? We will let you decide, because the answer could be both.
He's somebody that went after big targets in his original game, but he
That's very
wasn't a
true.
big target in his original game. Now he is a big target, I think. And
Is
so
he,
I wonder
though?
how that's going to change his game.
I feel like he's like 5 through 7 on the targets list.
You can't take this away from me this time, because I got my own fire, okay?
If you're looking for people that like you want to work with because you feel like they're a really nice presence, I think Lauren is definitely one of them.
Nick can come off a little douchey at times because the thing is, he is one of the sweetest people that I've ever heard on a podcast, but he also like is often like one of these people that's in on the joke. So if you're not aware that he's in on the joke of how douchey he intentionally sounds.
No, he has a very dry sense of
yeah,
humor.
this is the person that I'm actually the most worried about going first.
My goal here is to find the next poker alliance that will be on Second Chance 2, branded as a Sequester alliance. And I'm going to throw him under the bus when that comes around. Just like Yule. Even though it didn't work out for Yule, it didn't work out for the Poker Alliance. So maybe I'm just going to try and win this thing without any allies. Yeah.
I have never played Sequester before, so I'm really excited. And this nugget is ready to slay.
In general, she is just a super fun, vibrant personality, one of the many fun and vibrant personalities from that cast. You've heard her on with Rob a couple times, and she is just an absolute hoot. And she is really into playing online games.
I am filming this completely in selfie mode because I have been living, coincidentally, 39 days now, completely alone in Malaga, Spain.
Her time is like 6 hours after Eastern time. So essentially, she's going to be starting the game at 2 a.m. her time.
Wow, that's some commitment. If her experience on Survivor taught her anything about making a move too late, then this is exactly the place to right those wrongs, because Sequester is a game where you cannot wait too long.
Bryce might be on paper like the most likely to at least do well, if not outright win. Because he's just so personable and is so, like, I think he's the type of person that everyone thinks he's on their side.
His energy is very fun. You don't want to get rid of that right away.
Baby boy is a competitor, okay? You hear the patty, and sometimes you think the dot, but you don't think baby boy can play. Well, I'm about to show y'all something.
I do have an inside source that says that Dean has no idea what he's doing. So, but I think a lot of us could have predicted that. Yeah.
I don't know much about this sequester thing, but I am here for one reason and one reason only. And that's Chelsea Walker.
Even on the island, is sort of like a tough person to really get inside the head of. In a game like Sequester, when things are moving so quickly, like, that's going to leave you out on the loop. You have to put yourself out there so that not only can you get what you want accomplished, but also people are going to be more incentivized to work with you.
I got peed on twice today. And a bonus, blast from the past. Oh, I started college when I was 15 years old. I'm an adult now. I have kids, which is why I got peed on. I guess I should have said that. That's kind of weird. I got peed on by my kids, not by, like, you know. Hi.
When she thought she was going to go home, she was very willing to like blow things up and go hard. I think that's something that could actually benefit you in a game like Sequester.
When we're playing this game, you better bring on the competition, because Mama C is ready to go. Yeah, baby.
She wants to come back to Survivor. So I think she has all that pent up strategic energy, and she wants to vote some people out and she wants to get hers.
Kelly Wentworth here from Survivor, season 29, 31, and 38. He's already bored.
Like letting Kelly get her foot in the door and just surviving 5 rounds might be enough to propel her to the jury in the end of the game. Like, you just don't know what twists are going to come up in Sequester.
These people, they want to have the spotlight. They don't want other people to have the spotlight. They don't want Kelly Wentworth to be the big player of the game. John Carroll, certainly somebody that seemingly was on top of the strategic game, 20 years ago. But on a modern season of Survivor, would he be able to keep up on a game of Sequester, which is about modern Survivor times 10.
I am here in my home with Taco, the 3.5-legged goat, and this is my COVID mask, and also Taco's toy. Right, Taco? Right?
As the lone representative of his season, and also one of the few OGs on the cast, and the oldest person on the cast, I would worry that he is a fish out of water.
PG did say Sunday was part of the game of Werewolf that she was playing with a bunch of survivors, and she said that Sunday was the best liar. She said that Sunday would have a smile on your face and lie straight through those teeth. And so
she wasted it on Werewolf.
I'm going to be the one to take everyone to Sunday school.
These are our survivors stepping up to the Sequester Challenge. In this game, you are heavily dependent on making deals with other players, but there are a couple advantages that can save you. This is the coveted LOS, which can be played one of 2 ways. One, it can block any votes cast against you or a friend in the game. It cannot be played after an elimination has been announced, so you need to play this the same time that you cast your vote if you want it to protect yourself or a friend. Sometimes players will have the power to bitterly drag somebody out of the game with them. If they try to drag you, then you would play your LOS and they would have to drag someone else. All LOSs are only good until the final 6. Now, with that said, let's jump right into the bloodbath.